not done so in back-to-back seasons since 1990. Sample the atmosphere as the teams come out. Got a glimpse of Jude Bellingham, Stuart. His last goal, December the 17th. He's 4 without a goal. Craig, Shaq and Dan speaking about that game here earlier in the season in September. He was quiet that day. This would be the perfect opportunity for him to silence these Atleti supporters.
Absolutely. We think he's going to play in behind the front two, but at times he has gone out to the left-hand side just to go and defend the opposition's fullback and then make his runs in field. I think he might do that today, but he just probably needs another good game. He's been excellent, of course he has, all season. He's scored goals, he's been magnificent at times, but he probably needs a good game here.
13 league goals in 17 appearances for Jude Bellingham. One of the stars of Spanish football since joining in the summer. Let's take a look at the lineups. One change for Atleti from the side that lost 5-3 after extra time against Real Madrid last week. Stefan Savic, who's been linked with a move away, is replaced by Axel Witsel. Referee for this one is Guillermo Cuadra Fernandez, a 38-year-old who has shown 3 red cards in his last 4 games. Hopefully keeps them in his pocket today. Koke and Nacho, the respective skippers. What an atmosphere inside the Metropolitano. Real Madrid, 2 changes from the side that beat Barcelona 4-1 on Sunday in Riyadh. Tchouaméni and Toni Kroos are replaced by Luka Modric and Eduardo Camavinga. His 3 starts now since recovering from that knee problem have all been in the Copa del Rey. He's in form. Vinny Jr. a hat-trick against Barca in the Super Copa final. And on the other side, the history maker, Antoine Griezmann, 174th Atleti goal in 2 spells against Real Madrid, beating Luis Aragonés by 1. And the jersey and the ball that he scored it with are already in the Atleti Museum. There's an Aragonés statue outside. Give it 10, 20 years and there'll probably be a Griezmann statue as well. Nice touch. I agree with what Sid was saying, Stuart, pre-game. There wasn't a better player in Spain in 2023 than Antoine Griezmann.
Absolutely not. He's found his form again. He's a creator, he's a goal scorer. He finds those pockets of space, he affects games, and that's what you have to do if you're going to be a creative player. You have to affect nearly every game you're playing, and that's what Griezmann has done in recent times.
Diego Pablo Simeone, El Cholo, has been at the helm for every single goal that Griezmann has scored for Atleti. Prior to kick-off, a moment of silence.
Se guardará un minuto de silencio en memoria del que fuera otra de las grandes leyendas de nuestro club Atlético de Madrid, Jorge Grifa, que disputara 291 partidos en 10 temporadas como rojiblanco, conquistando una liga, 3 copas y una recopa de Europa. Igualmente recordamos con cariño en este minuto de silencio a Vicente Calderón Suárez y a nuestro socio número 5, Miguel Enríquez de Luna Treviño, fallecidos también recientemente. Con todo el cariño, descansen en paz.
El Maestro, Jorge Grifa. And you know the importance when Marcelo Bielsa said, I started as a head coach 35 years ago and received a lot of influence from Jorge Grifa. He is a master for me, a former player with Atleti for 10 years between 1959 and 1969, who died in Rosario in Argentina 3 days ago. I'd like to think we have left the best until last this week in the Copa del Rey round of 16. Final checks from Guillermo Cuadra Fernandez. We are underway. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, El Derby. We would all take 8 goals again. Not sure respective coaches would. Atleti would hope for a different outcome following Supercopa semi-final. Do you expect it, Stuart, to be a bit more cagey than it was 8 days ago in Riyadh?
Well, I'm hoping not. I think that Atleti will try and play on the front foot. Real Madrid like to play on the counter. They've got pace up front. And I think it should be a fairly open game and a good game. Watch for Carvajal getting forward down this right-hand side. He's been in excellent form, as he was in the game last week.
Midfield trio of Rodrigo de Paul, Koke and Saul. Some talk this morning that the only decision that Diego Simeone had to make was who to start at right wing back. Whether it would be Nahuel Molina or Marcos Llorente. He's gone with Llorente.
There you can see Camavinga's playing as the holding player. It looks like alongside Valverde, and Modric to play slightly to the right and Bellingham slightly to the left.
Andre Lunin taking his time. When the sides met back here in September, Atleti were excellent. They really did nullify Real Madrid. So there's 2 previous examples this season for both coaches to get their teeth stuck into, to see if anything can be learned. Here's Samuel Lino. It's good for Real Madrid to get Camavinga back. A knee problem forced him to miss a huge chunk of November and December.
There you saw the problem with the shape that sometimes Real Madrid have.
Left by Valverde, dangerous.
Just go back to that. Lino was able to just walk forward with the ball. Modric wasn't happy to come out and defend him. Carvajal had to drop back because he was up against somebody else. So Lino could be the outball for Atleti.
Watching at Real Madrid's midfield here, Modric in a more advanced role down the right when the ball's in that area. Bellingham just dropping a little bit deeper, but we do expect Bellingham to play in behind the 2 Brazilians.
I think he's going to play to the left-hand side. Yeah, they're going to play with 2 holding midfield players, Valverde and Camavinga. Slight change to his midfield. There's a good indication. Bellingham on the left, Valverde and Camavinga in the middle, Modric slightly to the right. Witsel is playing on the right-hand side of the back 3 for Atleti rather than the middle, which he so often does.
Sloppy from Hermoso. Here's Bellingham. That's a foul. Yeah, usually you can put Axel Witsel as the middle of a 3 and just move on, but you're right. Jose Maria Jimenez is playing in the centre. Ferland Mendy. Nacho. Camavinga to Modric. Carvajal. Yeah, if you close your eyes, you'll know when Vinny Jr. is in possession. And the sound of the crowd.
Vinny Jr., when we put him on the lineup, we always put him as a front player alongside Rodrigo, but he will go out to that left-hand side more often than not. They don't play close together, the front two for Real Madrid.
No foul on Bellingham. He'll have license to roam. Stuart's already mentioned 4. We've already seen him play both there and this position here, where he'll play in between the two forwards. By Griezmann. So front two in form. Morata with a hat-trick at Girona. Griezmann scoring goal number 174 against Real Madrid in Riyadh. Hermoso. Deals up in the summer, Hermoso. He's been offered lower wages to stay. Flag stays down for now. Samuel Lino chasing and unable to keep it. There's a lot of talk about... Sorry, Stuart, there's a lot of talk about
interesting
changes.
to see whether he was offside there.
Yeah.
Because there's the player that I think can be the outball, without doubt. The ball was just overplayed, but Lino has got license to get forward. Modric is tucking in, so they can create a 2v1 against Carvajal if Griezmann just pulls that little bit wider.
Talk of changes at the back for Atleti. Stefan Savic linked with Fenerbahce. Hermoso's out of contract in the summer, has been offered a new deal. Soyuncu, Porto and Fenerbahce for him. Here's Lino. Very belated flag by Alejandro Estevez Iglesias. Here's Camavinga. And now Bellingham's deep. Rudiger to Modric.
It's going to be interesting when Vinny Jr. gets in a 1v1, because the player that is coming up against him is Witsel, who's a very experienced player and a good player, but not particularly good in 1v1 situations. Hasn't got great pace. Llorenti's trying to get back now.
Nicely moved to Rodrigo. Leaves Lino for dead. Some tough, strong defending there. Hermoso wants it back, but instead it goes a little bit further down the line for Samuel Lino. There's a little slip there by Rudiger. This is Griezmann. Not sure if that was meant for Rodrigo de Paul. He wouldn't mind it back again. Here's Real Madrid, a little bit more stretched than it was in the opening 5 minutes. Vinny Jr. Comfortable for Oblak.
Yeah, there was the confrontation I was talking about. Vinny Jr. 1v1 against Witsel. Made up a lot of ground, then the switch of play to Carvajal. Not quite the right cross from him on that occasion. There's the front two trying to combine. A good attempt by Griezmann just to bend it in behind Nacho.
Rodrigo de Paul. Samuelino. Hermoso. It worked, whatever it was. Atletico could be in trouble here. Rodrigo. Come on, Bellingham's run. It was Bellingham that started that with a pass to Rodrigo.
Just caught the heels of Rodrigo. Depal, as he comes back, goes in between the two Atleti players. Wasn't much of a contact. In fact, he actually clips his own heel. Good challenge by Nacho right on the edge of the box as Morata was looking to turn and get the shot away. Camavinga also getting his foot in.
10 minutes, Stuart, and the first opportunity for a set-piece delivery.
Rudiger will be the target. Bellingham's also decent in the air.
Nicely done by Bellingham. Brilliant. Off the bar. The follow-up. As close as they've come.
You said it. Brilliant from Bellingham. Lovely little ball played by Modric. Really, when he picks the ball up here, you don't ever think he's going to get a shot away, but he goes past a couple of challenges. Not a good effort from Depal. Might even take a slight deflection off Jimenez. Really good play from Jude Bellingham.
Vinny Jr. would like that one back. To the other end, Atleti. Hermoso. De Paul. Away by Camavinga. Fede Valverde. Good tackle.
Nothing like a good tackle to get the crowd going. Here's that bit of skill from Bellingham. Little nutmeg on Witsel. Goalkeeper was certainly beaten. Does it take a slight deflection off Jimenez as he comes out here? Just there, it does. And Vinny Jr. with a very poor effort.
That perfectly timed tackle a couple of minutes ago reminded me of you back in the day.
Was there a foul you were picking up on there somewhere?
No, I was giving you praise. Whether it was at West Ham or Arsenal. Not the best clearance. Or the best delivery. Well read by Axel Witsel. Morata with Griezmann in the middle. Saul. He's a special talent, Bellingham. There were three around him and he still got away and was able to find Camavinga.
Well, he doesn't think he committed a foul here, Vinny Jr. Just gives him a little nudge. But as you said, good play from Bellingham to start with. That dynamism that we were talking about, or they were talking about in the studio before the game from Camavinga. But then one thing he's got to do is be better with his final pass, Camavinga.
Carvajal protesting his innocence. When you have home advantage, you utilise it as best you can. Get the fans on side. Stuart Robson, what do you see here?
Well, he clears the ball, Carvajal, and he's followed through, goes into the face of Saul. Saul's putting his head down. Referee's right to stop it because it's a collision. Boot to head. I don't think Carvajal did too much wrong there.
Will we settle for much ado about nothing then?
Absolutely.
Great noise. The 15th minute of the 235th El Derby. It's goalless, although Real Madrid have hit the bar after 11 minutes. Bellingham, deflection. Followed by Vinny Jr. firing over. Griezmann. Marcos Llorente. Rodrigo de Paul. Early run made by Saul. Good tackle by Camavinga. According to the referee, the home fans didn't think so. Here's Vinny Jr. It's always a danger for the opposition. The defender, Stuart, when Vinny Jr. cuts inside onto that favoured right foot. What do you reckon earlier in the build-up? Was that a foul or was it a good tackle by Camavinga?
Well, you'd have to see it again. Camavinga wins the ball. No problem there. Absolutely brilliant from Camavinga. Griezmann's trying to make the most of it. And Vinny Jr. didn't make a good decision with his pass. But they do leave him upfield, so he can counter-attack. The same with Rodrigo. They are a counter-attacking force, Real Madrid.
Strong bench for Real Madrid. Kroos, Tchouaméni, Brahim Diaz. Good to see Arda Güler, attacking midfielder, back from injury. Memphis on the bench for Atleti, and Angel Correa has been subject to a lot of speculation linking him with a move to Saudi Arabia. Modric forward for Rodrigo. Carvajal's advanced. No foul. Well, if they can play this forward quickly, Carvajal's out of position. That's sloppy from Saul. Rodrigo. Another good tackle. Koke this time. Some good wholehearted thuds in the opening 17 minutes. What have you seen so far? Anything that has maybe surprised you, or is this what you expected, Stuart?
I don't think anything surprised me. The only thing that's been the problem for Atleti when they have got it into wide areas, quite often Morata's made runs out wide. He's been a bit short in the front areas. So it's been fairly easy for Real Madrid to defend so far. Real Madrid will pose a threat on the counter, no doubt about that.
You spoke earlier about Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo playing wide apart at times to allow Bellingham to play in that role. That was the first time that we saw them pretty close, with Vinny Jr. on the left, Rodrigo in the centre. Very flexible. It's not going to work. The league table may say Girona are top. They have played a game more than Real Madrid. But for you, Real Madrid the best team in Spain right now?
I think they're going to win La Liga. I've enjoyed watching Girona. I think they still pose a problem. They're going to be there right till the end, but you just think that strength in depth, the quality of the players, they've done it all before. Ancelotti's a very calm coach. They have to be favourites to me.
Samuel Lino. Yeah, the 0-0 draw for Girona at Almeria 4 days ago did take them clear at the top by a point. It was 2 points dropped. Linked today with Matt O'Reilly from Celtic. Be an interesting one if they were to get that one done. Here's Koke. Jimenez. He's going to be doing better there, Marcos Llorente. Real Madrid
really
player.
got into the game, has he, Llorente, out that right-hand side. He's such an athletic player. Drive forward, he can get crosses into the box.
He's got away with it. Here's an opportunity for the visitors. Vinny Jr., Rodrigo, Hermoso across. That's really good defending. Carvajal, Camavinga. In behind. Good save, not once but twice. Living dangerously, Atleti. And again. Referee not interested, that will be checked. They got away with that, Atleti.
Well, I think they're claiming offside. It wasn't offside from first viewing. There you can see times his run perfectly. He does well to get his shot away before Jimenez got back into him. Double save. His control was excellent. He had to try and turn with the second touch, which he did. Vinny Jr. again very lively to get onto the knockdown.
Did he get the final touch, Stuart? It looked like it might have been Jimenez. Regardless, All Black had to be alert. Koke, Samuel Lino.
I think he might be in for a tough night, the referee.
That's a good ball by Koke. Saul, hands were by the side. Making the body bigger. Will be checked, but I doubt it. Further action is necessary. The header is comfortably dealt with by Lunin. He had a good starting position, but tested for the first time in the 22nd minute.
Well, I think Saul should have done a lot better. He ambled onto that ball, certainly not handball for me. He made a good run and then he was a bit slow to get his cross away. Good defending in the end by Rudiger. Saw the danger a little bit too late.
Lino, bit of space here for Rodrigo de Paul, blocked by Camavinga. Kept in before being cleared away for a throw rather than a corner. Signed a new deal earlier this season. Cholo till 2027. Now they want a foul, they don't get one, but they do get it back. Quarter of the way through. It's goalless for now. It was good between Nacho and Valverde and Camavinga. Now they come away with Jude Bellingham. The deflection nearly going into the path of Jude Bellingham, who was offside.
There was the counter-attack again. This time it's Jude Bellingham that started it all off. You can see that he was offside when the ball was played through to him. Although it did take a deflection. It's starting to become a bit more open now. One or two chances just starting to appear.
Rodrigo de Paul for Antoine Griezmann. Koke. And by De Paul for Morata.
Well, they're the areas that I think Atleti can cause problems. Jude Bellingham was slow to go and press the ball against De Paul. It was an easy cross, had 3 or 4 players in the box as well.
Rodrigo. Vinny Jr. Well defended. They're a handful up front too. The last time Atletico Madrid lost at home was on the 8th of January last year, more than 1 year ago. When Dembele scored 22nd minute for Barcelona, who were slightly fortunate to get all 3 points. Since then, in all competitions, there hasn't been one team that's come here and left with a victory. Advantage play. Camavinga, De Paul gave it away. Modric, there's that ball in behind that was on and executed. Bellingham, Vinny Jr. Corner kick.
Not sure the shot was on for Vinny Jr. Excellent play from Modric, who hasn't really been able to get involved in the play too much. Out on the right-hand side there, he found himself in the middle. Bellingham wanted to go himself, has to check back. I don't think the shot was ever on. Defender Jimenez was right in front of him. Here was the overhead from Morata. Never going to trouble the goalkeeper, Lunin.
It's taken 26 minutes for the first corner of the game. Away by Morata, usually pretty good in his own penalty box. It's well played by Carvajal to win it back from Griezmann. Camavinga. The ball has been on a couple of times today. Mendy. Bellingham. Fede Valverde. Well dealt with by Samuelino. Hermoso. This is where I'd like Atleti to move it a little bit quicker. The goalkeeper off his line, but behind it went. You saw there, Stuart, when he had possession of the ball, Saul, he didn't really have too many options, and that's what they've got to do better, Atleti. The movement's got to be better, and they've got to play it a bit quicker as well.
Yeah, I was looking at Morata. I was expecting him to make some sort of forward run or try and threaten the back of Real Madrid. Griezmann had come slightly deeper because he headed it down to Saul. You're absolutely right. There was no real pass on for him. A wasted attempt in the end.
Commentated on Luis Suarez scoring from the halfway line for Atleti, so anything's possible, but again, that was highly unlikely. Rudiger. Dani Carvajal, shaking off a calf problem of recent weeks. Was looking at the goal scorers from the game 8 days ago in Riyadh. Rudiger, Ferland Mendy, Carvajal, Joselu and Brahim Diaz. I'm sure if you got 5 guesses, you'd have any chance of getting that one correct. It was a name the goal scorer quiz question. No goals as yet in this one.
It's a half-hearted press, really, from Atleti.
Yeah.
They start with a lot of players in the front areas to go and press the ball. They didn't really do it with any conviction, and then just backed off. It's been easy for Real Madrid to get into this area.
Camavinga. Challenge. Axel Witsel on Vinny Jr. It's just when it needs to be quicker. Where are the options for Saul? There's just a wall of 3 jerseys in front of him. It's something they're going to need to figure out.
There, couldn't you? The crowd's reaction was they wanted it played much quicker. Griezmann wasn't in a forward position. He was playing in midfield and just ambled forward. He's got to do a lot more in the game, I think, Griezmann.
Here he is.
That's one of the problems. Koke doesn't need to be back there. The ball doesn't need to be back there. We've got 3 centre-halves. Let them play out from the back. Push Griezmann up alongside Morata. Get the wing-backs high and wide.
Pablo Barrios is available again. He had a meniscus problem and then was ill earlier this week. He's on the bench. We've seen Marcos Llorente playing a more central role, with Nahuel Molina as right wing back in some games recently as well. So he does have options. Options is something Atleti have lacked when any of those 3 have been in possession in the last 5 minutes or so. Half an hour gone, it's goalless in the Copa del Rey round of 16. El Derby. Rudiger, what a ball. Vinny Jr. He's not getting a foul for that. That's a better pass. Morata. It's crowded out.
But the big shock there, Mark, was that Morata made a great run down the side. He's got himself turned. He's started to run into the box, and Griezmann was 30 yards behind him, jogging forward, almost trying to be a support player. And he's got a lot of praise in recent times, quite rightly so. Certainly haven't been impressed with him in this first 31 minutes.
You and I have both done a lot of Atleti games this season, and you don't have to go back too far. And he's been subbed off with an hour gone in a few games earlier in this season. Don't get me wrong, he deserves all the praise, but they need him to stand up and be counted today, because if he does, their chances of winning go up exponentially.
Well, there's a lot of extravagant movement by Real Madrid to eventually get Rudiger out, and then in taking his time. Carvajal went in field, Modric went in field. The only way they could get out was with Rudiger making an overlapping run.
Griezmann's position here is interesting. It's a position that Saul picked up about 10-15 minutes ago, trying to play in between Rudiger and Carvajal. Griezmann's better suited to that than Saul was. Rudiger again with the diagonal. Axel Witsel with a good header. They've obviously decided that Axel Witsel is to play on the right-hand side. I feel he's a better man marker of Vinny Jr. That was sloppy. Here's Modric. Good tackle. Options. Non-existent. Hermoso, better. Griezmann. Lino. It was well defended, because that was a good ball in. This is better from Atleti. Samuel Lino. Deflection on that cross. And here's Bellingham. good strength. Vinny Jr. That's a foul. They might not like it, the home support.
It's good play from Bellingham. He knew the challenge was coming in, so he just got his right foot on the ball. A bit late with the replay there. Foul has already been committed. It was Vinny Jr. that tried to play the little 1-2 with him.
This is within range, Stuart.
Rodrigo, someone who likes to hit it with power. Modric would try and whip it over the wall. Does look as though it's going to be Rodrigo.
Rodrigo with the effort, deflected over for Real Madrid's second corner kick. Extra time and penalties if required in this one, remember. Well defended, like they did with the first corner. Modric. Nicely done, Rodrigo. Tempting. Had to be dealt with by Witsel. Corner number 3.
A good play down the right-hand side, but nobody was really anticipating the ball being played into the box. The one man that was still in there was Rudiger, who tried to get round the back. It was all a bit too late.
Vinny Jr. Until his way there. Griezmann, nice. Morata. It feels like he should have had a free kick. Both these two through to the Champions League round of 16, which is better than Atleti did last season when they finished bottom of their group and failed to qualify for European football after Christmas for the first time in a decade. Atleti will face Internazionale, first leg away from home in Milan. Real Madrid, we've got RB Leipzig, first leg in Germany. Eddie Valverde. The effort's comfortably saved by Jan Oblak.
First time we've seen Fede Valverde make a forward run. He's been very much the holding midfield player alongside Camavinga. But over the course of the last 18 months, we have seen he's got a great right foot when he's shooting. Had more efforts on goal. Real Madrid.
Morata. Griezmann. De Paul. Space for Saul. Samuelino! 1-0!
Well, I think the cross takes a deflection, but Lino is in the right spot. They've got players in the box on this occasion. When Griezmann went a bit deeper that time, other players ran beyond him. And Lino coming round the back. Cissao is trying to make the run. Carvajal isn't quite sure whether to go infield or stay round the back. There's the header from Rudiger. He's got to make some sort of attempt to head it, which he does. Can't control it. And Lino on the half volley, very good finish. Not sure that it's particularly good effort. There it comes, actually. Initially off Griezmann, then Rudiger. Lunin doesn't do too much to stop it. What a moment for Atleti and Simeone.
Played further forward on loan at Valencia last year. Right place, right time. Expect the unexpected, the deflection of that man. It fell perfectly for Lino. There was still a lot of work to be done, but he took it nice and early. And Atleti leads. Pause for dramatic effect. On we go.
It really came out of nothing, because I don't think Atleti have posed too much of a threat in the game so far. 40 minutes in. Felt as though Real Madrid were the side that looked more threatening when they did get it into the top third of the field. Just listen to the noise inside the stadium now. It's certainly got the crowd going again.
There are three aims for Atleti, and I don't think one of them is winning the title, because I think they're too far back. Champions League, top four finish. Champions League against Inter doing well this season, and knocking Real Madrid out the Copa del Rey. They're 1-0 up. 5 minutes of normal time remaining in this first half. Real Madrid has had the better chances. Atleti's put it in the back of the net. Vinny Jr. Camavinga. Bellingham. Who's it going to break for? It was a really good tackle by Witsel. Valverde to Camavinga.
Yeah, De Paul with the challenge. Camavinga had just got the wrong side of him. Here's the goal again. De Paul was actually trying to play it to where it ended up. Might have even been trying to play it to Saul, but it came off Griezmann, it came off Rudiger, and it ends up with that man there, the left wing back. That's caused one or two problems to Real Madrid. And a very good finish. Be interesting to hear what Xhaka thought about the goalkeeping, whether he could have done better.
Double deflection before that man scored the opening goal of this game. Also scored here against Lazio in the Champions League. And by Modric, away by Morata. He kind of went across Jude Bellingham, and I don't know if Bellingham even knew that Lino was there. It's starting to get heated.
Jude Bellingham getting involved, which he has done in recent weeks. He's been a bit more animated, been a bit more feisty. De Paul just having a word with him as well. Well, he's done hardly anything wrong there. I'm not sure he even knows that the player is in behind him, Lino. And then tries to get him back up. That's probably not the best idea.
It's not quite Graham Souness planting a flag in the centre circle of his rivals.
It always has to come back to something Scottish with you, doesn't it?
Here we go. It's taken 43.5 minutes. I was wondering how long that would take. There's got to be some Scottish blood in someone called Stuart Robson.
I think the ball boy was getting involved as well, though. I think he might have thrown a ball at Bellingham as he threw it on the field. Mendy just steps across the challenge from Morata to win the free kick. Vinny Jr., I think, is telling the referee that the ball boy threw the ball at one of the Real Madrid players. But he likes all this, and Vinny Jr. gets a yellow card for remonstrating with the referee. Don't get involved. You're a great player. You don't need to get involved. Just walk away. Camavinga doing the right thing.
Yeah, you can't put a finger on him.
Nacho's got the right idea. He's telling him to go away, and he carries on and he carries on and gets the yellow card.
Okay, saying that's a little bit further forward than it should be. That's not a surprise. The referee wants this half over as quick as possible. Cool things down. By Modric! Oblak, what are you doing? 1-1! Vinny Jr. celebrates, and Oblak's had a nightmare. We're tied, and Real Madrid are back level.
Well, they said it in the studio. We said it before the game. You mentioned it as well. Set plays could play a key factor in this game. It's just a ball played into a dangerous area. The goalkeeper starts to come. I just think he mispunches it. Just watch again. It's a decent ball, but really the goalkeeper, Oblak, should do a lot better. He goes to punch it, hits the top of his fist and goes in his own net. That's an own goal. Has to be an own goal from the goalkeeper. There it is. I asked about Xhaka's thoughts on the goal at the other end. Well, what will his thoughts be about this one? Shocking goalkeeping.
Given that the initial free kick was on target, Modric might have a say that it's his goal, because the deflection, I totally get what you're saying, it should go down as an own goal from Oblak, because that was a material impact on the ball. But I wonder if Luka Modric will be saying, hold on a minute, that's my goal. Regardless, Real Madrid are back on level terms, and that was a howler from the goalkeeper. 2 goals in 6.5 minutes. Bearing in mind this is a referee that's dished out 3 red cards in his last 4 games.
He'd do well to blow the half-time whistle now. Morata again, the player that's unhappy. He's the one that's been penalised. Well, if you were Luka Modric, he'd play exactly the same ball and say to Oblak, come and get it again.
He did see Vinny Jr. in space. Ref's had enough. Well, late drama. Jan Oblak has not had a great few weeks. And at half-time, it's Atletico Madrid 1, Real Madrid 1. Your thoughts, Stuart?
Well, it was not the game we expected. Real Madrid, I thought, were the better team on the counter-attack. Atleti, at times, didn't get enough players in the forward areas, but it's been a very, very exciting last few minutes. And it's going to be a very feisty second half.
Yeah, we're set up nicely. We'll be back in 15-20 minutes or so. Before that, it's ESPN FC at the half.
As Craig Burley said, they scored their goal, and it gave Carvajal and Rudiger a slight problem, because they had more than one player to deal with.
This fixture is a repeat of the final back in 2013 at the Bernabeu. Atleti winning by 2-1. Going from a Ronaldo goal down to the Costa and João Miranda. It was the last time Atleti won this competition, which they have won on 10 occasions, none since 2013. Real Madrid, the defending champions, they won their 20th Copa del Rey and their first since 2014. They beat Osasuna 2-1 in last year's final at La Cartuja in Sevilla. Rodrigo with the goals. There's Carlito.
Well, we can talk about the coaches, we can talk about the players. Maybe the most important man on the pitch will be the man holding the ball at the moment, the referee. He's got a big second half here. The players were having a go at him as they came out. One or two were trying to get on his side as well. How do they play the referee? That's how they'd be talking, or what they could be talking about at half-time.
Well, Vinny Jr. will be relieved that he wasn't booed there. It was the referee that got the bird from the crowd as he came out for the second half. I was going through my notes of previous games. February 23, red card, Correa. January 23, last time the sides met in this competition, Savic, red card. September 22, Hermoso, red card. Obviously, there's more chance of a red card if it goes to extra time. Does this game finish with 22 on the pitch, Stuart?
Highly unlikely, I would say. It's become very feisty. The crowd are going to play their part. They're going to whistle and jeer every time a Real Madrid player makes a challenge. The Real Madrid players are going to try and defend themselves. Let's hope they do all stay on the field, though. And there's the man that made the big error. Just looking at it again, and Xhaka's explained it very well. I thought he could have gone with both fists. He's got more chance of getting a good contact on it.
December 2020, Real Madrid beat Atleti by 2-0. Dani Carvajal had a shot from 25 yards that hit the post. It then hit Oblak and went into the back of the net for an own goal. It's the only other time that Jan Oblak has scored an own goal in El Derby. Second half underway. Real Madrid in possession, 6 miles east, Santiago Bernabeu. He's not getting beaten out his near post, but he does. Rodrigo get a corner. Oblak adjudged. Got the final touch there, this will tell us.
A sharp effort from Rodrigo. He does get a left hand to it, doesn't it? Just before it goes out of play.
By Modric, away by Morata. That's happened in 3 of the 4 corners. Spoke in the first half about potential changes that Atleti might want to make in midfield. They do have another option, and that would be to drop Antoine Griezmann into midfield, where they've seen that happen before. Maybe bring on Memphis or Correa. Take off either Saul, Koke or De Paul. Maybe for the next half hour or so rather than now. Real Madrid with the free kick. Modric.
Bellingham had made his run for the right foot cross from Modric. To make his way back.
Bellingham. Great feet. Brilliant from Bellingham. It was certainly a tug, but I don't think it was enough for a penalty. That's what Bellingham was protesting about.
Just good skill, quick feet. There's the challenge by Saul. He was just grabbing hold of Bellingham for a fraction of a second. And all Bellingham do is play it across the 6-yard box.
They've started this second half well, Real Madrid. Valverde. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Bellingham. Trying to find Ferland Mendy. Went looking for that one. Good matchup. The referee will certainly be hoping that the 15-minute break has cooled everybody down. Vinicius Junior. Morata. Griezmann. It's got to be better than that.
Good start, as you said, to the second half here from Real Madrid and Bellingham.
They've come out flying. That's better from Atleti, playing their way out from the back.
No forward pass for De Paul again.
Said that.
No, there's a forward pass if he times his run, Morata, but he didn't.
Griezmann might have been a better option through the middle. But again, we spoke a couple of times in the first half about Atleti in midfield having a lack of options. It's better from Oblak. That'll do him the power of good after the error just before half-time, getting there ahead of Vinny Jr. Still an element of caution about Atleti's play. The boys in the studio were talking about that at half-time. Marcos Llorente. By De Paul. Over club there.
The same ball that he played for the goal. On that occasion, Lino, from a good position, went back towards his own goal.
Vinny Jr., Bellingham. Well to get the tackle in there, De Paul. Where are the options? Griezmann to Lino.
So now where's the forward pass? Lino's jogging forward with it. There's nobody in front of him. And back they go.
De Paul. Thought about it. Maybe should have. Saul. By Rudiger, but not very well. It's as if Atleti are frightened at what Real Madrid can do to them if they concede possession.
You're absolutely right. There, Camavinga just overhit it by a fraction for a good run from Vinny Jr. Put in between Llorente and Witsel.
Nice touch by Bellingham to get it to Vinny Jr. The corner count increases, it's now at 5.
He was just trying to play that ball with the outside of his boot. Rodrigo coming round the back, now trying to whip up the away supporters.
Yeah, the away fans at the Metropolitano are behind the goal in the top tier. So 3 of the 4 corners prior to this were headed away by Morata. They're going to keep it away from him this time.
Well, they did. They went right to the middle of the goal and Rudiger won the ball in the air. Nobody around the knockdown.
Koke.
Here again, De Paul and Koke going right into their back three. He's done well here, De Paul. Can he now see a forward pass? No, he can't.
Commentator's curse. Now in the transition. This is what Atleti fear. Rodrigo against Jimenez. So quick to get bodies forward, Real Madrid. But Atleti have done well to get bodies back. Camavinga. When looking for it, then handled. Free kick Atleti.
Good defending on a couple of occasions from Jimenez.
Just the one yellow card so far, dished out by Guillermo Cuadra Fernandez to Vinny Jr. after 45 minutes. Just before the free kick was delivered by Modric, punched into his own net by Jan Oblak. Starting to get a few more bodies forward now, Atleti. A bit braver on the ball. De Paul for Hermoso. There's an exocet missile for Samuel Lino.
Oh, appreciation of the weight of pass from Hermoso. Too much pace on it. Long angle as well.
Fede Valverde. It's not a bad ball, that one, because Jimenez, facing his own goal, doesn't really have many options. Rafael Molina. Is it a straight swap for Llorente, or are they going to do what they've done before and push Llorente into a more central midfield role? Take off either Saul, Koke or De Paul.
Well, if it was me, I'd be taking off Saul. He hasn't affected the game at all. Putting Llorente in that midfield area. See if he can use his dynamism that little bit more. And Molina coming at the right wing back.
Stray arm across the face is penalised.
Not a good idea to sarcastically clap the referee and get a yellow card for it.
Exactly. Yellow card for that all day long in Spain.
Now he's a player under pressure because there's somebody that likes to tackle. I think he's just putting his arm out to hold the challenge off. He can't believe it.
So it is. Marcos Llorente into midfield. Rodrigo De Paul to the left, Koke in the centre, Llorente on the right. Of midfield, Nahuel Molina to right wing back. They've done this a lot.
Just don't quite know what's happened to Saul over the last 2 or 3 years. He had that spell at Chelsea. Vinny Jr.'s got to be careful. Remember, he's got a yellow card. Now he's taking his time to walk back. Simeone was suggesting there was another yellow card on its way, or should have been.
I love it when he plays peacemaker. He's spent his entire career winding people up. He's a brilliant footballing career as well, Simeone. Deflection. What a chance! Oh, Camavinga! The deflection of him and Morata. Right place, right time. An Atleti lead. From an Atleti perspective, gloriously chaotic. From Real Madrid's perspective, a catalogue of errors. 2-1 to the Colchoneros.
Well, Xhaka defended him at half-time, but the goalkeeper and Rudiger make a real mess of this. What an easy chance eventually for Morata. But there's a lack of communication. Here's the ball played forward. Initially, good play from Griezmann. There's the next ball. Camavinga sticks out. He can't do much about it, but the goalkeeper gets his angle all wrong. He's got to get himself behind the ball. Camavinga's just sticking a foot out to try and stop the ball going back to Griezmann, but the goalkeeper pushes it onto Rudiger. And Morata is in the right place. Sloppy goalkeeping. He's got to do better than that. And again, it's against the run of play.
Can they get a third? Not this time. With a push, according to the referee, Copa and Bellingham. So the first goal, the cross by De Paul, deflected off Griezmann, then deflected off the head of Rudiger. Samuel Lino sliding in, goalkeeper a bit flat-footed. The second goal, another chaotic goal. Modric free kick, punched into his net by Oblak. Then that one, Camavinga with a deflection back towards his goalkeeper. Lunin hit it against Rudiger, and it fell perfectly for Alvaro Morata. You get picture-perfect goals, Stuart, but in El Derby, in any derby in world football, it's about finding a way, and right now, Atleti are 2-1 up.
I thought Real Madrid had started the second half really well. They've been on the front foot. Atleti have made the change. Molina coming in.
Here's Bellingham. Vinny Jr. Space to run, but back goes Camavinga. Fresh legs of Manuel Molina, regardless. Not many beat Camavinga in a foot race. Modric. Interesting now what Atleti do. Do they drop deeper? Do they get their defence and midfield a little bit closer to each other to try and prevent the space for Real Madrid to move into? Camavinga wide. Fede Valverde. Carvajal was very advanced. Here's Morata. Problem for Atleti here, they've got no one in front of them.
Well, I think that answers your question. Atleti have now got something to defend, and that's when quite often they're at their best defensively. Start to show more urgency. They start to show confidence in their defending. Now they start winning tackles. But where do they go when they get the ball?
A reminder, Real Madrid are on a 21-game unbeaten run in all competitions. The last team to beat them, Atleti, here on the 24th of September. Real Madrid's only league defeat of the season. There's a long way to go, though. Atleti will still need an outball when they do have possession. Supporters are asking for a bit more from the referee here.
It's Lino that's down. Lots of men behind the ball, very compact. Modric asking the question. There didn't seem to be too much wrong there, did there, with the tackle? Here's the goal again. Camavinga's just trying to get a block in, and it does go quite sharply. But once the goalkeeper comes, he can't just palm it onto Rudiger. Morata hasn't had too much support, hasn't it? He gets a yellow card for his celebration by the looks of it.
An inability to extricate himself from the flag in enough time was not the reason. Perhaps leaving the pitch and celebrating in front of the fans might be. Blame the laws of the game. Samuel for Coque. Griezmann. Look at Molina's position here. Here he is. This is the right wing back. He had straight forward. He wanted it played earlier. Oh, and there's a late one there, and it's Lino again. Yeah, this is a tough one for this referee. It's a fair bit of skullduggery going on.
There's a lot of play acting. There's a lot of players trying to get others sent off. It's silly from Carvajal. It's a foul. Doesn't need to do that, but offside had already been given.
Marcos Llorente.
I think there might have been a clash of heads here. No problem with the challenge by Morata. It was a good ball played in by Llorente. Just needed to get a bit more height, so Morata was up against Carvajal rather than Rudiger. And there you can see Carvajal goes into the back of Rudiger.
Friendly fire. Okay, we're in the 20th minute of the second half. What have you seen since half-time?
Well, his side started the second half really well, but that goal came against the run of play, and now they've somehow got to get themselves back in the game. Atleti are going to slow the game down. They're going to defend deeply. They're going to be compact. Have Real Madrid got that bit of quality? They're going to bring on a couple of substitutes here. Certainly one who's got passing ability, another one that can wriggle past people and pick out a pass as well. And Diaz.
Have a think about who you think they might take off to bring on Toni Kroos and Brahim Diaz.
I think Modric might be one of the players. One or two good passes for him, but the game has gone past him a little bit today.
Valverde as well, perhaps?
I would suggest so.
Flicks and tricks from De Paul. Morata just slightly off balance when he hit that one, but much better from El Cholo's team. Modric is being replaced by Toni Kroos. Ferland Mendy. Camavinga to left back. You reckon?
Absolutely. Might be a change of shape here as well. Not really his night tonight.
No.
Luka Modric, still a magnificent player, but not quite the legs he once had.
Camavinga's gone on record saying he does not like playing left back. The problem is, he's good at it. I think he's much better utilised as a defensive midfielder. Brahim Diaz, 24-year-old back from a loan at Milan. Into the field to play along with Toni Kroos.
Rudiger coming across. Valverde and Kroos will be the holding midfield players. Bellingham and Diaz will play in front of them. Almost a 4-2-2-2.
Camavinga.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats.
I'd imagine that Brahim Diaz has been watching the game while he's been sitting there. He must realise that the Atleti players are going to wind him up, and if he retaliates in any way, they're going to make the most of it and get round the referee.
Yellow for Hermoso, yellow for Brahim Diaz. On we go. did I do? It is. From Morata. It's Simeone ball right now, and I'm not talking about the style of football.
I'm not sure the crowd need whipping up here. Now that Toni Kroos is on watch for the switch of play out to that right-hand side, and Carvajal getting forward. That's his favourite ball, Toni Kroos.
Bellingham to Camavinga, and he continues his run. Every Atleti player within 40 yards of his goal. More than 68,000 capacity of this place. More than the old Vicente Calderon. But when they're ahead, and when Simeone has them on their feet, asking for more, it's a special place. Heavy touch from Camavinga, away by Koke. Out you get, he says to his teammates. Keep going.
He's been the leader in that midfield in terms of organisation. There he was pushing everybody on. Most of the time he's been pulling everybody back.
"20 minutes remaining. Will it be attack versus counter-attack? We will find out. Vinny Jr. easily away from Witsel. Pass Molina. Marcos Llorente concedes corner number 6.
Well, there was a great example of what I said right at the beginning of the game, and what Craig Burley reiterated at half-time. Witsel up against Vinny Jr. It's no contest. Got to get the ball out to him. 1v1 against Witsel.
I don't think he was telling a joke. Kroos to deliver. Morata back again. Keeper came. There's a man down. He has to get up quickly because he would have played everybody onside. It was Morata. There's Carvajal. De Paul. De Paul's hurt, Nacho's hurt. There's been a structure to this game, but there's also been glorious chaos for long spells as well. And this is very Atleti and Simeone.
Yeah, De Paul was trying to make the most of it. He knew that Nacho was down, so he said, I'm going to hang on to the ball and I'm going to waste a bit of time. Your player is down. Now he would expect the ball to be thrown back to them. Just took a slight whack to the knee, Nacho.
Another change coming, Tchouaméni.
I think he was
get the
coming
ball
on.
back.
Now he's
Well done.
I think he's put his shirt back on now. Tchouaméni. Now he's coming. The white shirt goes back on.
Good from Vinny Jr. In the heart of battle. Sportsmanship still prevalent. He's had easier games to try and control. Guillermo Cuadra Fernandez. And it is Fede Valverde.
You see Koke was going to go and close the ball down against Rudiger, and then he did a big U-turn, got himself back into a good midfield position.
Camavinga. Got to be able to keep your head in a cauldron.
That's the right pass, just not a very good one from Brahim Diaz. Carvajal will almost play as a right winger at times. You've got to get the ball out to him. He can create a 2v1 on that far side.
Vini Jr. Back by Molina. Where possible, they're trying to double team Vini with Molina and Witsel. Nothing there. And when he knew he wasn't getting a foul, miraculously the pain had gone. Brahim Diaz with the layoff. Past Lino. Deflection off the bar. That close. Nothing Oblak could have done about that one. It remains 2-1. Camavinga.
Rodrigo, the player that had the shot. Again, it took a deflection, which took it onto the crossbar. Very similar to the Bellingham one in the first half. Now the counter's on.
It's 4-on-3. Lino. Morata once. $15 to go of normal time. The last 7 single elimination games, cup ties between these two bitter rivals have gone to extra time. Prior to the final, this competition used to be two-legged affairs. They have to have an out ball for the last 14 minutes of normal time. They can't get so deep, and by keeping Griezmann and Morata as a 2, they will have that. Not many teams come here and have more possession of the ball than Atleti, a side that hasn't lost at home for over a year in all competitions. Camavinga for Vini Jr. It's the hare and the tortoise, him and Jimenez. Now on the counter, the touch by Morata. Rodrigo de Paul trying to invite the challenge, but it was a fair one by Rudiger. Buckle up, boys and girls. This is going to be a roller coaster of the last 15 minutes of normal time. Bellingham, de Paul for company. No foul, says the referee. There's options here, left, right and centre. Nacho's starting position was excellent. It's not been a good night for goalkeepers. Lunin taking no chances. The noise in here is incredible.
Well, what a chance that was. And 3 versus 2. Griezmann on the ball. Could he pick out the right pass? In the end, he probably didn't. Tried to pick the most penetrative pass out, and Nacho got across.
And by Llorente, away by Rudiger. Here's Molina, who's probably the best recipient of that effort. A minute ago, Llorente. Lino. Griezmann! And the flag stayed down. That's a card. And probably a good card to take.
De Paul, the player that got the yellow card, cynical foul, tried to stop the counter-attack. Interesting to see if Griezmann was onside when he made that run.
I've seen enough of him to suggest that he probably timed his run to perfection.
There's that crossfield pass from Toni Kroos, not a good one on that occasion.
Yeah, given away that time by Brahim Diaz. There's a few tired limbs out there. This is like the 12th round of a heavyweight contest. Griezmann there is just saying, look, calm it down. Keep the ball. Slow it down. Molina, Llorente in support. There's space wide left. Here's the chance. 3 waiting behind Lunin. And he played it right there. The problem for Atleti now, they've committed so many forward. Real Madrid here. Let's push.
Well, just for a moment there, they had a 6 versus 5 situation in their favour, Real Madrid. Koke, the player that's got the yellow card, that little nudge.
Ref's done all right today, Stuart. This has not been easy for him.
So double shove in the back on Rodrigo. Here's the chance. Not much he could have done, really. Griezmann, good goalkeeping on that occasion from Lunin. But every time the referee gets out a yellow card now, you're wondering whether it's going to be a second one for one of these players. Rodrigo making way. Here was that shot that took the deflection, that took it beyond Oblak. He's a bit unlucky, plays it the outside of his boot. He can't believe it.
So they brought on Joselu. They now have the additional aerial threat. The man who's on loan from Espanyol. Can he make an instant impact? And by Kroos, away by Jimenez. Joselu scored 8 days ago in extra time to put Real Madrid 4-3 up. Counters on, but Griezmann's having to wait for support. There's a 2-on-1 down the left, and that still exists here. Marcos Llorente, what a chance, what a save! That could have been curtains for the defending champions, but they're still alive.
Good goalkeeping, had to make the save as well.
Vinny Jr. Bellingham. 2-2. Talk about an instant impact. It'll be checked for offside. There's a lot of questions here. Was it a shot from Bellingham or was it a cross? They don't care. It's 2-2.
Well, on first view, I think Bellingham's trying to bend it into the far corner. And he doesn't quite get it right, and Joselu's in the right position. It's a nice little ball played by Vinny Jr. Well, they're sticking up their arms for offside, but you can see that the player that goes to close the ball down, Jimenez, was keeping him onside. There, he actually slices across it. He was going for goal, no doubt about that, Jude Bellingham. And Joselu in the right spot. An easy finish for him. I think he enjoyed that, Vinny Jr. Simeone's got a yellow card. So what a save it was by Lunin up the other end. Just to keep his team in it.
Still being checked. This should give us a better idea. It's the ball to Bellingham. No danger that was offside. It's this one now.
He's still waiting, but it looked to me as though Jimenez, as he went to close the ball down, goal, no doubt about it.
The boys
Surely
in the studio
didn't think it wouldn't go to extra time.
Yeah, they were pretty sure, weren't they, the boys in the studio, that they were in for the long haul. ESPN FC to follow. Twice they have been behind Real Madrid, twice they have levelled things. What do you do now if you're Simeone? Do you stick or do you twist?
I'm not sure he's calling the shots now. Players have to make decisions when things change that quickly. They've just got to pick the right times to go and press the ball and play high up the field, the right time to make their forward runs.
Oh, that's a nasty one. Tchouaméni into the book.
Silly challenge, really. Tchouaméni sliding in. Catching Lino, who's been on the end of a few challenges. It's a tight one, look at that.
It is, yeah.
He's just in front of the ball, so he would have been offside had Jimenez, who was doing the right thing. He's trying to close the ball down and stop the ball coming into the box, or stop Bellingham getting his shot away.
Taking short to Koke.
But for the goal, you have to say it's very good play from Vinny Jr. Bellingham, as he's done all season, making good runs into the box. I still think he's going for goal himself and trying to open up his body to wrap his right foot around it. It comes off his laces almost, and it slices to Joselu.
No diagrams on a scorecard. 2-2. Madrid playing out from the back. Nacho to Rudiger. Bellingham. Great close control, and he was taken late. It's a free kick.
He's going to foul the other way against Jude Bellingham.
I'd like to see that again. Yeah, lip readers among you. We don't need to translate. Stuart.
He's passing the ball.
Come on. That's a shocker by the referee. Or is that just me?
No, it's a shocker. The fact that it's not even a foul, because he's the player passing the ball. And then he gets a yellow card for it. Unbelievable decision, in my view, by the referee.
Oh, what a chance! Nahuel Molina! Honestly, it's like pinball every time the ball goes into the box. Which deflection this time? It's very watchable chaos. You've got no idea what's coming next. Axel Witsel, Koke, Molina. Good from the cross. Bellingham. Not a good idea to give him space. Vinny Jr., there's options here. Atleti defended that well. Koke, very good. Griezmann with a switch. He's quick, Samuel Lino, but not that quick. Atleti is the cry at the Metropolitano. Here's Vinny Jr. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Some tired legs out there. And unless there's another goal in normal time, there's another half hour to play. Switch by De Paul. Says he was clipped.
Carvajal, the player that's got the yellow card. Good bit of play by De Paul. He played the ball wide and continued his run. But Nacho was coming across. Carvajal didn't need to make the challenge. Oh, what a moment for Atleti to have this free kick. Can they play it into a good area? Can they get players attacking the ball?
When we were in San Francisco for La Liga Summer Tour, Rodrigo Riquelme played on the right-hand side. The likelihood is, given that he's come on and played this season on the left-hand side, Samuel Lino will be the player to make way. That's all still to come. Antoine Griezmann. Good touch from Camavinga. And just clear it as far as he could. Took possession for his team. Toni Kroos, that wasn't good. Hermoso, the centre-back. De Paul, Koke. Very narrow down this right-hand side. With Molina and Marcos Llorente had stayed back, so the pass wasn't on. The touch by Lino, the through ball by Griezmann. This is Morata. The flag was up against Alvaro Morata. 4 added minutes.
It's one of the weaknesses of Morata's game. He likes to play on the offside line, but too many times runs that little bit early. That was okay from Nacho. He stepped up on him on that occasion.
Samuel Lino does indeed go off. Rodrigo Riquelme, super young talent, the 23-year-old coming on. What's Stuart Robson's crystal ball saying right now about who goes through to the quarter-finals?
Well, it's anybody's guess. I think it could be decided on penalties.
Ooh. It's Camavinga.
If it does go to extra time, let's hope it's a good extra time where both sides want to go and win it rather than not try and lose it.
Both sides will get an extra change, extra substitution available to them. Oh, Vinny Jr., super skill. The cross didn't match. And by Camavinga headed away. They've defended a lot better. Oh, now the referee's slipped. Thought for a minute he'd done his hammy. Vinny Jr., Camavinga is out-muscled. That's not a good clearance by Molina. Tchouaméni, Bellingham. Rudiger, down goes Bellingham. Vinny Jr. back post. All Black did enough. Oh my word. That's in total keeping with this crazy game. Real Madrid corner.
I have to say it's a really good ball played by Rudiger. I thought he'd overhit it to start with, but he sees Vinny Jr. coming round the back. And Vinny Jr. does well just to keep it in play here. And Witsel plays it onto his own play, could have gone anywhere. It's the best that Vinny Jr. could really do. Not a great clearance from Witsel.
Seventh corner, Real Madrid. Atleti have not had one. Back in by Carvajal. Flick on by Nacho. Down by Bellingham. Rudiger's getting nothing for that. Less than 60 seconds of the 4 additional minutes to play. It is a minimum of, remember. Nahuel Molina. Foul by Vini Jr. This might be the last chance of normal time. Marking a technical area for Diego Simeone's pointless. He just does what he wants. He's on the pitch there for a minute. Okay, this could be the last act of normal time. In by Molina. Morata. De Paul. Molina. How high can you jump? Into the arms of Lunin. And that'll do us. To extra time we go. Love to say it's a surprise, but history will suggest that it was going to happen for the 8th game in a row when these two sides have met in the cup competition in a single elimination. Off to extra time. Before we begin that, here's the ESPN FC with Dan and the gang. Dan.
You can't say we didn't tell you. For the 8th time then in a row in elimination matches, we see Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid go to extra time. Both teams having chances then late on to make...
When that ball comes over to Morata, you know, whether, particularly with the season he's having, whether he can just lift it over Lunin. He goes low and that allows Lunin to make the save. If he'd clipped it, and it's easy in hindsight to say it, maybe he'd have got himself the winner, but they were looking, and some of the challenges that were coming in as well. Tchouaméni came on, really bad challenge, and we saw the feisty things at the end just before the start of extra time. So
let's go back then to our match commentators, Stuart Robson and Mark Donaldson.
So if you're wondering, 1979-1980, the semi-final, that was the last time that this tie between Atleti and Real Madrid was decided on penalties. It was after 2 legs. Away goals didn't count. A 0-0 at the Vicente Calderon. And the 1-1 at Santiago Bernabeu. Atleti won 4-3 on penalties. 10 yellow cards in this game. Vini Jr., Camavinga, Morata, Hermoso, Brahim Diaz and De Paul and Koke, Tchouaméni and Bellingham, Camavinga. Carvajal with the 10th. Okay, Stuart Robson. We've got 30 more minutes. Real Madrid's approach after the equalise, so for the last 8 minutes of normal time plus added time, they weren't as gung-ho. Atleti, they were a little bit more adventurous than they had been when they were defending the 2-1 lead. What are you expecting from both sides in this first half of extra time?
I have to say caution more than anything else. So often in extra time, teams are worried about losing the game. Lots of players talk about they don't want it to go to penalties, but they play as if they want it to go to penalties. Let's hope that's not the case here. Let's hope that Atleti don't defend too deep, but they do get their front two working with each other. They can get Molina going forward. And for Real Madrid, Toni Kroos to dictate the play and keep switching it out to Carvajal and getting crosses into box for Joselu. Vini Jr. down that left-hand side against Witsel.
Atleti made 2 changes in normal time. The 2 wing-backs, Rodrigo Riquelme and Nahuel Molina coming on. If they need to, they have 4 to go. Real Madrid made 4 changes, they have 2 left. You got an extra one in extra time. Fresh legs might be required. As far as Real Madrid's bench is concerned, options are pretty much limited now. They've brought the ones that you thought they were going to bring on. Brahim Diaz. Carvajal. Brahim Diaz again, went looking for that one. A game of deflections. The layup by Griezmann. The fresher legs of Nahuel Molina. There's a sub for Saul for the hour mark. Rodrigo de Paul. That run was on, it was made, and the pass finds Antoine Griezmann. He's got Morata in the middle. He's also got Camavinga to get round. Molina. Rodrigo de Kelme. Led by Koke. Rodrigo de Kelme. Shoot is the cry, the save falls perfectly for Lunin.
Good play from Atleti, just playing around the edge of the box. Good strike as well, Llorente.
Brahim Diaz, Jude Bellingham, effortless. Vinny Jr.
Just bending away, Vinny Jr. I haven't seen him on this side of the field too often. He's usually cutting on his right foot from the other side. Here's the strike from Llorente. Just slices across it, hits it with power, but straight at Lunin. Just about soft enough hands to not let it get too far away from him.
Yeah, he did find that. 17 shots on target, 25 in total. We have to have a winner today. A long way out from Tchouaméni.
Of course, Simeone will be saying both those players that made the challenges, Tchouaméni and Carvajal, have both been booked. Barrios is now looking as though he's going to come on, along with Memphis Depay. Just an arm out from Carvajal, so he's going to be careful.
Yeah, Tchouaméni booked after 85, Carvajal booked after 89. His teammates got him out of trouble there, Jan Oblak. Isn't the best clearance. Okay, De Paul. Goes back to Rudiger. Real Madrid starts in the back. Camavinga to Bellingham. Dani Carvajal. Cross. By Tchouaméni. Morata back into trouble. Calm down. Good luck with that. Griezmann. Morata. They've left themselves with 4 forward now, which means only 6 outfielders. Initially were back. It was a belated whistle. And the appeal was from at least 3 or 4 Real Madrid players.
Handball given against Koke here. Bellingham, the player that plays it onto his arm. Chance for Toni Kroos to bend this ball into a dangerous area. For Rudiger, for Joselu. Maybe for Oblak to make another error.
Again, defended well by Atletico. Rafael Molina. Space here for Rodrigo Riquelme. Well, Brahim Diaz, for me, got a bit lucky there. You play to the whistle. Now the change can be made. Barrios and Memphis. Morata's race is run. Marcos Llorente is the other player making way. Good to see Pablo Barrios back. Had a meniscus issue and was ill this week. He declared himself fit. Now, if you know what's coming next with Memphis, then you're a better person than I am, because it could be anything.
Griezmann's playing much higher up the field in this extra time, which is good to see. Memphis will play, or try and play up alongside him, and there's a mistake by Tchouaméni.
To Paul. That's when you've got to find a second wind.
Oh, De Paul has caught Carvajal, who's obviously going to try and make the most of it. Was a foul. I think the referee is very aware that he's booked a lot of players now. Just a fraction late. Treads on his foot.
Copa del Rey quarter-final tie last season also went to extra time. Real Madrid won that 3-1. Here's a run, here's a chance, here's a brilliant goal! Left off at the Metropolitano by the club record goal scorer!
And that's why you want him playing higher up the field, because that's what he can do. And the player chasing him, the player that he beat, Vinicius Junior, nearly brought him down in the box, but the only place he could score was by lifting it with pace above the goalkeeper. It's a wonderful goal. Vinny Junior miscontrols it there, tries to win it back. Now he goes past him. It's not too much cover. Tchouaméni should have been out there. Tchouaméni was just jogging back to the 6-yard box. He was the one that should be coming across. But there he nearly went down. But look at this for a finish. Lunin is ready for the one played down the side of him or between his legs, and he goes high. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Griezmann.
if that is to be the winner. It's a goal fit to win any cup tie. There's still plenty time remaining, but Antoine Griezmann, take a bow. His 9th goal in El Derby, and that's up there for the quality of finish. There was only one winner when it was the number 7 attacker against the attacking number 7 who was defending. Griezmann against Vinny Jr. And now Griezmann into the book for his celebrations, taking his jersey off at Standard. For the 3rd time in this game, Atleti have the lead. Can they hold on to it this time? Bellingham, Vinny Jr. Well defended. Memphis, Rodrigo de Paul. They worked their way out of that very well. Now there's more space to exploit. Rodrigo Riquelme, Memphis in support, and that's it.
Not a very good pass from Riquelme. Memphis Depay had made a little diagonal run. The ball had to be played into the space. Not sure it was a great run from Memphis Depay, but once he'd made it, Riquelme had to play him the ball down the side. That was a great goal, you have to say, from Griezmann. But you have to, when you see the replay, look at Tchouaméni's angle of recovery. He was the closest player almost to him when Vinny Jr. was chasing back. And Tchouaméni ran back to the middle of the goal. And in the end, affected nothing.
The scarves are aloft above the heads at the Metropolitano. Brahim Diaz.
It's a wonderful noise, a wonderful sight inside this stadium.
This game is their everything for the Atleti fans. Carvajal. Wide by Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Vinny Jr. That'll be a corner. Guess what? Another deflection. Corner number 8.
There's the combination again. Vinny Jr. trying to pick out a pass to that man, Bellingham making a forward run. He's the one separating the two sides at the moment, Griezmann.
And by Camavinga, away by Koke. Block was by Jimenez. Kroos, that's going to stay in. Fouled by Griezmann. He's one of 11 players already booked. That's not a cautionable offence, but we're now at the stage where the odds favour the next player receiving a yellow. Already has one.
And he's just clipped the heels of Camavinga, who got back and defended well.
Oblak elects to stay, which is probably the best idea. That'll do us. Half time and extra time. Atleti 3, Real Madrid 2. Okay, Stuart Robson, while the ESPN FC gang take a breather, we'll be back at full time. Your thoughts on what we've just seen in the first 15 minutes and overall, for anyone joining us late, what type of game have they missed?
I wouldn't say it's been the game of the highest quality, but this, if it does win it, deserves to win it. There he goes past Vinny Jr., who's desperate to get back, having made a mistake. And he goes along the byline. Did he try and pick anybody out? No, he didn't. I'm not sure there was anybody to pick out. He just knew what he wanted to do and planted it beyond Lunin. It hasn't been a game of the highest quality, I wouldn't say, in terms of the passing movements, the fluidity, but it's had everything. Mistakes, a great goal there, tension, you name it. And I'm sure it's not the end of it yet. There'll be more in this next 15 minutes. And as you just said, 11 yellow cards. You were praising the referee up for quite some time, saying he'd only booked one player. That's all changed.
Yeah, there was one yellow card in the first half, and then he went nuts. An episode of Oprah.
Or would you say the players have gone nuts? I would suggest that's been the case. There was a fight on the bench as well, or a bit of aggro on the bench at the end of 90 minutes.
Oh, by the way, Simeone makes it 12. 11 yellows to players on the field and 1 to Simeone.
Ceballos is coming on. And it looked as though it was Nacho that was going off.
Central midfielder Dani Ceballos. "20 times Cup winners Real Madrid, defending champions, against 10 times Cup winners Atleti. Haven't won it since 2013 when they beat Real Madrid in the final at the Santiago Bernabeu."
Azpilicueta on the field for Atleti. Couldn't get more experience than him. De Paul, the player to come off.
Axel Witsel will go into midfield.
Fran Garcia, another player that's come onto the pitch.
It's a straight swap, Fran Garcia for Camavinga. 24-year-old left back. "15 more minutes. No further goals. Atleti go through. Real Madrid equaliser. No further goals. Off the penalties we go. Penalties in the Super Copa in 2020. But the last time in the Copa del Rey was more than 40 years ago.
I'm not sure Simeone would have been too pleased with Azpilicueta there. He made a big overlapping run. They lost possession. He was 30 yards out the game.
Selu can't get there, and Mosso clears.
Tchouameni playing at the back with Rudiger now. Fran Garcia at left back. I was going to say Carvajal's playing at right back, but he's really playing like a right winger now. Here he is. And he's given the ball away.
Recently, it's never been dull watching Atleti. Whether they're pushing for a winner against Girona and then concede and lose 4-3 at Montilivi, or whether it's a 5-3 loss against Real Madrid in the Super Copa. Garcia. he says he's seen it. Griezmann. Okay. That's good hands from Rooney. That could easily have bounced off his chest. Here's Toni Kroos. Garcia wants, could still be an option for Bellingham. And Ceballos. Oh, what aerial clearances today have been pretty good from the Atleti defenders. Witsel has indeed gone into midfield. Spilicueta going in at the back.
Now set play. Can they make the most of it here?
Bellingham. They concede 5 goals in Riyadh to Real Madrid. Can they defend? How are they going to defend better? How are they going to stop Real Madrid? Well, they've found a way today. Look at Simeone.
Not quite the clean contact he was looking for.
Toni Kroos. Bellingham.
Well, this is cut.
Left shoulder, top of the shoulder. Offside. The roar when the assistant put his flag up on the far side was up there with the goals that have been scored by Atleti today. Memphis, who gave the ball away initially. He's done it again. Oh, he goes sliding in there. That's a nasty looking challenge on Bellingham. I don't know if that was behind the referee's back, but that's why he's got help from his assistants and the fourth official. Vinny Jr. runs into a brick wall.
And it's Witsel that's got the yellow card. He just stood his ground, that's what he's saying. Vinny Jr. Oh no, he turns his shoulder, doesn't he, Witsel? He knew he wasn't one of the players that have got a yellow card.
Memphis is a lucky boy. The play continued.
Don't think he's doing himself any favours, Memphis Depay, with the crowd at the moment.
No.
He's given the ball away cheaply on a couple of occasions, in fairly good positions as well.
And he gave it away that led to that disallowed Real Madrid goal. As I said when he came on, you just do not know what you're going to get with him these days. There's Dani Ceballos, Bellingham. Good body position there by Pablo Barrios.
Well, again, Memphis Depay getting the bird from the crowd.
Led by Brahim Diaz. Carvajal. Good header away Jimenez. That's good composure by Griezmann. Better from Memphis. Griezmann. Rodrigo Riquelme against Tchouaméni. Looking for help from Memphis. I don't know if Memphis did enough there to give Riquelme an option, so he was left with that.
Well, the last run he made, he tried to run across, and it wasn't the right run. We get confirmation of the offside.
On the change shortly. Here's Fran Garcia. 6 changes have been made by Real Madrid. Atleti making their final one.
That's Atletico, who's only just come on. That's in a bit of trouble here.
Well, they have options, so Yunchu and Savic. Savic is coming on. He's been on the field for less than 10 minutes, and off he goes again. That's Billy Quater, because you don't really want to bring Witsel back into centre-back when you've moved them forward into defensive midfield.
A good sign for Aspilicueta. Looks as though he's pulled a muscle of some sort. He's in a bit of trouble, that's for sure.
That's the benefit of having a change to make. Otherwise, they would either have been playing with a hobbled player or playing with 10 men. Well, here's a chance for Real Madrid, and sliced away. Wrong player to fall to. Antonio Rudiger. If it's in the air, then you wouldn't mess with him. But on the ground, this is what happens.
Well, he's playing as a centre forward. Diaz does really well to head it back to him. And he swings his left boot at it. Comes off the outside of his boot. Difficult technique, but he did master it on that occasion. He's going to play as a centre forward almost at times now.
Four minutes plus any added time. Memphis sends it forward. That'll be offside. There you go. Dani Ceballos with space. Toni Kroos. Vini Junior. Just on Savic. Didn't get a call. Nervy moments out there. Wide by Tchouaméni. Another cross comes in that's headed away by Atleti. Oh, Pablo Barrios. He's got the fresh legs. Just missed out on a break of the ball. Back to the other end as the pendulum swings in Real Madrid's favour. "51 degrees and soaking wet, and does he care?" Toni Kroos. Savic with a vital touch. Memphis. Barrios. Griezmann staying onside, looking along the line. Molina. He's lucky that didn't end up at a Real Madrid player after the deflection. Savic. They want a free kick. They don't get a free kick. Molina. Here's the chance. Memphis with support. That'll do it. Game over. Atleti have knocked out the defending champions, and that's what it means.
Good strike in the end. Memphis Depay waited and he waited and he waited and then played the right pass. We say that extra time doesn't always bring a winner. It has this time. And two good goals from Atleti. Good counter-attack. The switch of play was excellent. 2v1. Depay waited and waited. There's the ball. His first touch is a good one. Tchouaméni, did he run offside? No, he didn't. That's going to be okay. Right foot round the goalkeeper. The perfect finish. And a lovely little ball play by Memphis. He didn't play it onto his left foot. He knew he was right-footed, which Riquelme is. And it was easy for him just to sweep it beyond Lunin and put Atleti into the next round of the Copa del Rey.
there won't be a 21st title for Real Madrid this season. And there won't be much sleep for them. Into added.
Now set play. Can they make the most of it here, Real Madrid?
Corner number 9. Oh, he committed Griezmann, allowing Kroos to do
Comes
that.
in and coming into the far post. Hardly used in the first half of the season, but when it matters, he delivers. He scored his penalty in midweek, and he's just drawn Real Madrid.
Attacking the far post completely alone, I think.
Good play. Toni Kroos threatens to cross with his right foot. Not good defending by Griezmann. And he just plays it into a good area, and that's what he does so well. Jude Bellingham seems to know where the ball's going to go.
Toni Kroos. Bellingham. Here's Memphis. Oh, he didn't want to do that. The deflection, Bellingham.
The slightest of touch is Bellingham into the roof of the net, and that is it. It's all over. It's all over here, and it may well be. Well, it definitely is, isn't it? All over for the season. Real Madrid now so close. It was Bellingham that did for Barcelona in Montjuic earlier in the season, and it's Bellingham that's done for them here. The celebrations begin.
A load of things went on here.
Bellingham
Tight,
there.
I think Bellingham could be just offside.
It's Atleti's turn this year. What a game. My thanks to Stuart Robson. It's finished at the Metropolitano with the Atleti anthem ringing out. Atletico Madrid 4, Real Madrid 4. ESPN FC is next.
We meet in the other semi.
Opportunity of a penalty shootout to get to the final.
Goalkeepers in Courtois, but Mamardashvili has been, he's been.
Real get their penalty kick.
And he looks onside. And it was a ridiculous challenge, to be very honest, Ian. Benzema gets his body across, so he's never got any opportunity of winning the ball.
Yep, not a moment's problem. Benzema for Real Madrid again, and they lead by a goal to nil. Oh, well, it was a central defender's penalty, wasn't it? He wasn't even close. Just about.
Got a hand to it. If you're getting a hand to it, Ian, it needs to be saved.
Here's Memphis.
Gaia misses. puts that one the other side to the one he took in normal time. Just as good, just as effective.
Right.
Real Madrid are into the final. They won't need the fifth penalty. It is over. It was a pretty awful penalty, really, by Gaia.